Well, hello, 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 everyone. How is everyone doing today? Man, I'm tired. It's been a crazy weekend for me. So last week, I went to New York, right? So last week I didn't stream. As you may have noticed, my presence was not here, either Tuesday or Thursday. And that's because I was in New York speaking at a FinJS event. FinJS is a finance JavaScript event. Pretty crazy, right? Zultra Lord, Alexi. Hey, thanks for joining. Good to see you. Yeah, so there's an event dedicated to JavaScript in the financial services industry. It's called FinJS. Great event. It's held in New York City, and I had to give a 15-minute talk. Now, the funny thing about public speaking is you would think the longer the talk, the harder it is. But no, that's not the case. The shorter the talk, the harder it is, right? I could talk about shoelaces for an hour. But when you say, Brian, you only have 15 minutes to get your point across, tell a story, and show something of value, well, that gets pretty difficult. I killed it. I think I killed it anyways. I felt pretty good about it. They'll publish the recording, and then we'll know if I killed it or not. I'll publish the link, and everyone can decide for themselves. So, I am on my new streaming machine right now. That's right, I got it. And it's a beast of a machine. So I actually got it, not last Friday, but the Friday before. And Matthew Groves, oh, I'm being rated, oh my goodness. I am being rated right when I started. TBD Gamer, how you doing? Lily, thanks for joining. Oh my gosh. Lily Hazel, thanks for the follow. Oh, I just noticed I'm on top. I'm on top of my alert. Move that up. There we go. Kryptonite app. Kryptonite app. Thank you for the follow. Mr. Groves, how are you today? I see that you have decided to raid me today. Great timing, because I'm just getting started. Just getting started. Yeah, Alexi. Also, are you going to get a new one, Alexi? You getting a new computer? Encoding, I should mute that song. I've been trying to, like, get the volume down. It's what I've been trying to do. How's that? Is that better? Maybe I could even bring it down more. I want that nice, just something in the background. Oh, not that song. I think I could skip. How about this one? How about that one? Not that song. Well, that's cool, man. Alexa, you gonna get a new computer? That's pretty neat. Yeah, so this is a Digital Storm machine. I got it 2 Fridays ago, right before I left for New York to speak at FinJS. Man, that's loud. There. So, I'm so excited about this machine, because I don't know if you've seen my past like 3 or 4 streams, but my stream would just die, because my machine wasn't powerful enough to encode it and do all the things that it's doing. Shouldn't be a problem now. Should not be a problem. Oh, not that song, the one that plays when you have a new follower. Gotcha. Okay. I think I'll have to go into Streamlabs, because I did the Streamlabs thing, and I will have to mess with that. Actually, you know what? Maybe, where's that alert? Does it have its own volume? Maybe it doesn't. That's a Streamlabs alert. I gotta figure out how to control the volume on that, because you're right, that's kind of loud. That gets me in the ear sometimes. Uber, how you doing? I have the Ryzen 9 12-core beast of a processor. It's crazy, man. It is crazy. Actually, let me pull up my stats right quick. It is the Ryzen right here, the AMD Ryzen 9 3900X 12-core processor. And then for my graphics card, I have that NVIDIA GeForce 2080 Super 8. So it's a beastie, hefty little machine. So I'm pretty excited about it. And so today is my first real stream with it. I did a test stream 2 Saturdays ago, and, for like an hour, just to try to get my settings right. So I may have some settings that are off. My volume levels might not be quite right. So if you have any feedback, leave a comment like, hey, your background music's not loud. I can't hear it. Or it's perfect. Or my voice isn't loud enough. I'm still dialing in my settings because this is a new machine. IoT Fire, my friend, how are you doing? All right. So I want to start this stream off. Lily Hazel, thank you. Thank you for confirming. So I know I have to do something about that Streamlabs alert volume. I think I have to go into Streamlabs for that because I don't see an option for that here. Or maybe I just don't even show that alert. Or no, maybe I don't play sound with it. How about that? Maybe I don't play sound with it, but I'll still pop it up. I might do that. But yeah, so I'm going to start the stream off kind of where I left off not last Thursday, the Thursday before last. The last Thursday I streamed. The reason I want to start off there is because we were building a sample Blazor app that I needed to have ready for a office hours meetings that I had, was it last Thursday, right? And we had some problems. Let me go ahead and switch to my my desktop here. And I'm happy to announce that those problems have been fixed. It turns out the issue was with the data because there was a bug handling dates. And since all my data sources had dates in them, none of the controls would render properly because of that problem with the date. Encoding. Chile. Wow. What time is it there? What time is it in Chile? I'm in Idaho. I'm mountain time. So it's about 10:09 a.m. my time. So this is perfect streaming time for me. I'm always curious about people who join, where they're from. I know we have people join from South Korea, Australia, India, Chile. That's an awesome. I always wanted to go there. Oh, it's not bad. 1:09 p.m. Not bad. Not too late. Lunchtime. But yeah, so we fixed that little bug with the dates, right? So now, for example, here's that data grid I was trying to get to work. We got about 100,000 records in this bad boy, and it just, look at that. I don't know. That's amazing scrolling performance for a Blazor app. Are you kidding me? But yeah, now all of the controls work. So I want to thank everyone for helping me write this thing because the meeting was a huge success. And not only that, as a thank you to everyone here, right? See all these controls? Whoop, whoop. I want to give everyone access to these Blazor components. Now they're alpha, right? They're alpha. They're very early in development, but I still want everyone to go and play with them and download them and have fun. So I'm gonna give everyone access to this. So the best way to do this, I'm actually gonna post 2 links in here. I have this sample app. Yes, Alexi, LastPass. I always have a password manager. I technically don't know any of my passwords. They're all like just random, 36 link strings that I would be screwed if I lost my master password. Like, it's crazy. Okay. Search pictures of, encoding. Let's check this out. We're gonna see where encoding, oh my God, that's beautiful, my friend. Don't tell me that's your view. Is that your view? I bet your house is right on the end of this little lake right here, huh? Hey, hey, I know this. I know this. That is one of the... Isn't that a glacier? I think I've seen that before. I think that's a glacier, but it's been melting a lot lately or something. I could be wrong. All right, so everyone, I just posted that link. This is to the sample browser that we built together during the stream. Now, what's cool is if you go to Nougat and you search for infragistics.blazor, I put our Blazor components on Nougat. Now, this is temporary. Once my boss finds out I did this, he's going to yell at me and make me take it down. However, I'm living on the edge. He doesn't watch my stream, so he won't even know this is up there. He's too busy to watch my streams. But yeah, so if you want to play with these controls, just start playing with them. If you look in the documentation section here, just show more. These are all the control. Oh, I forgot to put map on there. But these are all the controls, plus map and some examples, right? So there's the samples. And then some instructions for if you're starting from scratch, right? Richie Ratchet, thoughts on coding boot camps for someone in their 20s, no prior experience. Anytime you can put your hands on code in a dedicated environment is a good opportunity. Myself, I've actually never been to a coding boot camp. However, I had my own personal coding boot camps where I would just lock myself in my room for days and nights and weekends on end, teaching myself how things worked. Now, boot camps are this new thing, relatively new. They weren't around when I got started, but they're here now. And if you have an opportunity to attend a boot camp, I highly recommend it because the experience and exposure you get to your community and other people is well worth it. The connections you'll make alone is worth attending a boot camp. Even me, if I have the opportunity to attend a boot camp, I do. I don't care if it's an intro. I'll attend an event, for example, like NG Conf in Salt Lake City. They had a introduction to Angular boot camp. I know Angular. It doesn't matter. I still went because I still learned something from the people around me or from the instructors. You always pick up something new. So I'm a big fan of sharing knowledge and learning. So I'm constantly learning. Highly recommend it. All right. So that is for everyone here. Go download those Blazors, download the samples, have fun. Let me know what you think, and I'll keep them up there as long as I possibly can. As long as I possibly can. Okay, so let's get on to some real coding here. This is the Prism Outlook app. So we're building Outlook using WPF, Prism, and Infrajustice controls, and this is kind of where we're at so far. It's been a little bit over a week, so I'm kind of fuzzy on where we left off. Richie Ratchet, very valuable input, thank you. How long would it take someone... Oh, how long would it take with some time dedication to land a junior dev job? That's a great question. And I really think it depends on the scope of that junior dev job, what they're looking for, right? The job requirements. So for example, very soon, I'm going to be hiring someone to help me. And I'm looking for a junior person that I can help mentor and grow, but has the basic knowledge and skills of public speaking, blog posts, videos, basically a DevRel position to help spread the goodness of Infragistics controls and components and the things we do here. So something like that would be perfect for a junior guy with a company that's willing to invest in them and help grow their skill set. So something like that would be great for someone with very little experience, a company that will actually invest in you and not be scared that once they teach you something, you're just gonna run off and quit. You know what? I'm not worried about that personally. The person I find, I will mentor no matter what, and I hope they move on to bigger and better things. That's the whole point. We build people up, right? We want them to succeed. If it's with your company or if it's not, that's life. That's life, right? Lily Hazel says, most depends on you. If you're committed, you could do it with 9 to 12 months. Most definitely. And it depends on your skill set. Like, what's your definition of junior, right? Do you have zero coding experience and you're looking to Let me bring up the chat right quick so everyone knows what we're talking about. But do you have zero coding experience? Is that insane? 3 to 6 months? That's awesome. You seem very passionate. Yes, I am passionate. And if you want to do this in 3 to 6 months, you're going to want to be passionate too. The passion has to be there, especially in such a short amount of time. Lily says, work hard, networking. Yes, I agree with Lily. 1,000,000%. And oh, wow, Lily, you've been coding for 6 months now and loving it. That is so great to hear. You know what? Oh, Lily, people tell me I'm ready for a junior entry position, but I don't feel ready yet. Here's the thing with that. You never feel ready. Never. So there's this concept or this term called Imposter Syndrome, right? It hits us all. All of the community leaders and thought leaders and experts, right? We all suffer from this. Even myself, I suffer from imposter syndrome. I went to go speak at this Fin.js event for I've never been to a Fin.js. It's a financial JavaScript thing. I've never spoken there before. And I'm like, I don't know if I can talk to them. I don't know if I'm ready for that, right? But I just did it. You just suck it up and you try to do it. That creeps in. It always creeps in. There's always pockets of that, right? So you'll be, I'm killing it. 3 months down the line, something happens, or maybe you're feeling unmotivated and you're like, I don't know if I can do this. You can do this, my friend. You can totally do it. Just fight through it. That's what I do. I just suck it up and I fight through it. I get those feelings too. Lily's husband is a software engineer. Still feels like a junior. I'm telling you, it hits us all. Like Prism. Everyone knows me as the Prism guy. Prism has over 6-point-something million downloads since it was released. And sometimes I look at the Prism code base, I'm like, I don't remember that. Or, you know, I just hesitate the decisions I make now because it's gotten so big. I'm like, is it too big for me now? Should I don't know. You get that imposter syndrome, but it's like, yeah, I'm approaching 7 million downloads, but I don't know if I can keep it up, right? All right. Let's get back to coding. Let's write some code. Lots of good conversation here. Time to start refactoring. So this is on the mail view, it looks like, and we need to start reusing some functionality. So to be a little different. How will it be different? Let's run this again. How would this be different? Because we have our delete here, right? But if we double click that, oh wait, this is actually the read-only part. This is I'm looking at the wrong one. That is not the mail view model. Okay, nope. This is the message read-only view model right there. Yes, this one. So this one we want to duplicate or reuse the delete, reply, on forward logic. Now, let's see here. What's the best way to do that? Now, we could create a base view model, right? Alexi, why don't you use reflection? Is that a bad thing? Why would we use reflection? Where would we use reflection? Do you have an idea of where we would use reflection? So, we could create a base view model and put that logic in there and then derive those view models. That might not be bad. We could put the delete. Okay, this has a selected message. Let me look at what we have here. So we have a message. Mail list view model is a selected message. That's a selected message. Never stop coding. Maybe some modeling would help remember stuff, improve the refactoring. Not a full-blown formal UML, but something similar. Or is this an exploratory project where we make it up as we go? We make it up as we go. This is just, I open up Outlook to the left, and we try to replicate what we see. So we're just making it up as we go along, my friend. And so a base view model might not be a bad idea for these. Let's just play around. Let's just mess with this and see how far we get. So I'm going to add a new class here. I'll call it a message view model base. And we'll just start coding. If we don't like it, we'll just stop and we'll take a different approach. But let's see how far we get. And what are we doing? We don't need well, do we need iDialog aware? No, we do not need iDialog aware. We don't need that. We probably need, okay, so we have a view. Let's just start with this. Let's just start with our view model base. That's a good start. All right, and just to remind ourselves, what's in view model base? We implement I-confirm navigation request. We have some virtual methods, which we aren't using right now. And our I-notify property changed. Okay. So now that we have this, let's take a look. We have a message property. So we both of them have a message property. This one's called selected message. And this one is called just message. No, it doesn't matter what we call it. We can just call it message. Let's just copy and paste this. We can call it message. No. I didn't want to do that. That's the one we want to use. All right. So we have a message. What else do we need to take? So they both share a message. Looks like they both need the mail service, right? Where's my control? Yep, both need a mail service. Okay, so let's add that. They both need one of these. Let's add a. And for those just joining us, you're gonna say, well, how exactly is this working? Well, so we're using Prism to build this Outlook application. And so Prism uses dependency injection built right in. And it's a very modular type framework. And so we have a mail module which encompasses all of the mail functionality. The context encompasses all the contacts. And the calendar encompasses all the calendar. And so there's this class here called the mail module. Okay. And this is where we register all our services. And so this module requires the mail service, and you can see here we are registering that mail service with the container in this class. So, and then when we run the app, I'm just gonna run this real quick. All these modules are composed at runtime, and all the UI elements and all the views and everything are injected and coordinated at runtime, right? So I can switch to the contacts here, and you can see that we have a new ribbon tab at the top, different buttons, different tree. We switch back, we can see the tabs change. Like all that coordination is done for us through Prism. So if you look at the main Prism application, it's one view. And this one view is a dumb, basically master page. This is all it is. That's all the executable is made up of. We are injecting all this functionality at runtime, which is really cool. Okay, so let's save this off just to kind of get everyone on the same page. What else do we need? I know we need delete. For a fact, we need delete. Put that in the base. Now, where do I want to put my commands? I'll put them down here. And then, what do I do with delete? Okay. And I have a feeling this is going to have to be a virtual. I'm pretty sure that's going to have to be virtual. See, that T did not get in there. I think my battery's going bad. Okay. Alexi, will a separate service be used to manage user accounts? Yes! Yes, when we are ready for that, we will most definitely have a service for user account, like you're logged in or you have which email services and stuff like that. So this is going to be message ID. And then I'm not sure what to do here because we don't have access to that yet. That's why I'm going to make it virtual, because I have a feeling we're going to have to modify that. Okay. So, we have that. What else do we need? This one's going to be pretty easy, I think. I think this is going to be really... That one's going to be super easy. Okay. We also need the reply. And this was the message command here. So let's copy that one. And I know copy and paste will get us in trouble. It always does. But I like to live on the edge. So let's just copy all this. And I'll put this down here. Now, what do we need? Oh, we need a region dialog service. We need to fix this. Dialog parameters. Let's bring our using statement. Okay, so we need a region dialog service. We'll take that. And we'll create initialize a field. Okay, so our base class is looking pretty good right now. Okay, so let's start. Let's take this, and I'm going to change this base class to this base class. Theoretically, I do not need this. You know what? I'm gonna comment it out, actually. Hold on. Let's just start by commenting out before I break everything. This actually requires... Oh, you know what? I'm not sure. This one doesn't require that. This doesn't require this. I'm going to add it for now. Even though it's not required, I'm going to add it for now. But I don't need that. Because we're going to... Oh, actually, I'm going to comment that out. Comment out, Brian. Stop deleting. I just love to delete code. I can't help it. Oh. All right, so we got that to our base. On dialog opened. Oh, okay. So let's see this. We need to expose our mail service. I'm glad I saw that. Because we actually need to make this a protected. Protected IML server. You know what? Let's make this actually a read-only property. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. So we have that. Now we can just go. Okay. So this looks pretty good, actually. Let me go ahead. So this is the message read-only view. So let's go ahead and run this and see if we broke something. We broke something. What did we break? Error in message view model base. Okay. Oh, that's right. That is right. Okay, we'll probably have to come back. Okay. Now that looks good. Good catch. M. Holloway 24. All right, so now the read-only view should still work. Should pop that up. We have our email. Perfect. Now, what's going to happen is when we hit this delete, it deleted it, but it didn't close the dialog. Right? It came through here, deleted the message ID, and I can prove this because if I okay, what's the title? This is a test email. Okay, let's close that and go to our deleted folder. Maybe it didn't work. I broke something. I broke something. Okay, okay, what did I break? What did I break? I broke something. My load messages, maybe? Let's find out. What did I break? Oh, no, okay, so there's no deleted messages. Okay, okay, okay. Maybe I didn't break anything. Okay, this is good news. I thought I broke something. Whew. Never mind. It works. Perfect. I just don't have any data. I thought I had data, but I don't have data there. Okay, so I'm not broken yet, which is good. However, let's go to our menus for our message read-only tab. So we have the delete button, which is delete message command. So we have our new message view model base, delete message command. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna hit a breakpoint here. Let's get the delete working, and then we'll work on the others. So I'm gonna test the delete here. That worked. Okay, now I'm going to open this up and hit delete. We should hit, okay, we didn't hit a breakpoint. We did not hit a breakpoint. That means, where's my output window? Let's check for, aha, aha, ha, ha, ha. We have some binding errors here. Oh, you know what? Did I? Because that's mail, that went from message. No, selected message was on this one. And I didn't change this yet. Yeah, I didn't change this one yet. So this is good. This was message, so that's the same. Let's make sure everything is public, because I am horrible at that. Okay, we got that. Everything looks good there. Delete message command. Okay, that is good there. Huh. Very interesting. Shrink that down. Let's take a look-see here. So open this up and look for binding errors. Okay, so we hit... we do hit that, which is good. We have it on dialog opened. This works. We have a message that works. So CC property not found on object mail message. Mail message.cc. Oh, okay. Well, that's a typo. That's a typo, so that's not a big deal. I can fix that. This is the problem here. Did I? You know what? Hold on. Ah, that's it. I support data context. Remember our trick? Remember that infrastructure? Carl, hey! Thanks for joining. Yeah, I support data context. I forgot we had to add that. And here's our message read-only view. This little trick we added. No, not rich text. Data context. This is the trick we added to where we can share our data context between two completely views that have no knowledge of each other. So I know that works. I know that works. So that should fix our problem. That should totally fix it. So let's open this up. Hit delete. There we go. Yep. So that was deleted. Now we'll have to close the dialog when this happens. So there's action item 1. Close the dialog. Then what's going to happen? There it is, right there. It's in the deleted folder. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so message view model base. Now, not all of these are going to be in a dialog. What's that? Full snable? Full of snabble? How do you say that? Full of snabble? I probably butchered the crap out of that one. All right. So coming from a dialog here, so we can delete this. I have confirmed. That's good. We don't need that. Confirmed. Okay, this is here. Okay, so after we delete, we need to override. Execute delete message. We're going to call the base. But here we're going to say close. Request close. And we need a new dialog result. Right? And we'll say okay. That works. So let's see if that will now close our dialog. Because we have this amazingly awesome iDialog aware interface. We have this awesome dialog service. So we're calling request close. This should now close the dialog. Let's open it. But what's going to happen? Ooh, I already discovered something else. But let's solve this problem. Delete. Okay, that's gone. Notice it has not been removed from the, whatchamacallit? From the list. Okay, remember that. But it is now in the deleted, so if I go back, it's gone from the list because we refreshed our data. So we need to fix the problem of when we delete and close this, we need to remove that deleted item from the inbox now. Okay, so this is pretty good, pretty good. Okay, so we have that. So let's go. That occurs in the list view model because this is where we list all our emails, and we're showing this when we double click. I think we do that on the message command. Yes, we do that on the message command right here, right here. This is where we need it right here. So We need the deleted item. Determine what folder we are in. Remove from that folder. Actually, we don't need to do that. Remove from messages collection. That's what we need to do. This is only if we delete. Yeah, I need new batteries. My keys are skipping. So, as part of this result, where do we want to do this? We'll have to do it here. Faux show. All right. So var result equals new dialog results. Result dot okay. Oh wait, can't do it that way. Sorry. All right. So what else do we have? We have parameters. We have parameters we can set. That's what we need to set. Actually, I'll just call them P. We'll call them P. What's new? Dialog parameters. So let's think about what maybe we could call this like action. And then delete. Right? Something like that. And then do we have something? Because we have this mail parameters. Message mode. No, we don't. Message mode, new forward. Ooh, maybe I should put delete. That might be better if I had a delete on the message mode. Maybe we should do that. And then what I could do is say, whoop, wrong spot. Here, message mode would be delete. And I know what I'm doing. I think that makes sense. You like that? I like that. I like that. We'll start there. Now I could go mail parameters, message mode, delete. Okay, so now we know, right? So if I come back to our list and I'm in here, I can say, hey, if, actually I need to grab the message mode. Var mode equals result.get result.parameters. Get value. What is this? This is an enum. Message mode. String key. Mail parameters dot message mode. If mode. Yes, if mode. Delete. You see that? Now we're moving. So we have fixed if we are deleted. We need the deleted item. And then remove from the collection. Okay, so phase 1 is done. Let's come back here. So the second thing we need is we need the message. So for now, let's call it message. Or it could be message ID. Maybe we should just do the ID. We probably shouldn't pass the whole object. Actually, we don't need... No, we will not pass the whole object. We will pass the message ID of the message dot ID. Okay. We'll pass in those parameters. Oh, I called it P. Whoops. And then I'll get rid of this. Result. Okay. Kind of sounds right. It sounds right. So back to the list view here. All right, so we need to get that item. No problem. So now we'll say var message ID equals result dot parameters get value. This is Oh, this is no, this is an int. This is not a string. This is an int. Message ID. So we'll get the message ID. Once we get the message ID, we need to get the item. We need to search the... We actually need to search the collection. What if, can we do like a link statement? We have messages. Yeah. Right? Okay, let's write this out longhand first. Messages dot where or select. Should we do select? Or where? Maybe we should do where. Select? Where? I don't know. God. Oh. Maybe where. Well, I heard this dude named Schrodinger put cats inside a box. X.ID equals our message ID. First or default. Right? Because I don't want it to throw an exception if it's not found. So I can now say if a message to delete isn't null, right? And if it's not null, then we know it contains it. So we want to remove the message to delete. Yeah, that's right. So if we're deleting, we're going to get the ID of the object we just deleted. We're going to search the messages that are listed because we're in like the inbox or the sent folder or whatever it is. And if we have it, then remove it from that collection. That makes sense to me. All right, so let's open this up with a double click. Here's our email. So what I expect to happen is I'm going to hit this delete. The window's going to close. And then this will be removed from the inbox. Boom. Okay, but let's test this. On this one. Delete. Beautiful. Beautimous. Love it. Okay, cool. What's next? Reply. Reply all forward. Okay. So now, ooh, I just thought of something. Okay, so that worked, but remember, we need to we want to reuse this logic in our base class because we're able to reply all and forward from that other view. However, we still need to be able to invoke this code. So let's start working on that. First, let's change the base class. Let's change it. We need it to our, I'm gonna comment this out. Message view model base. Now in our message view model base, we just implemented delete, which was here. Right? So let's comment this out. Let's take this to the base. Our region dialog service. Okay. Comment that out. Don't you just love refactoring? Let's comment out message command. Now, we have to keep... Okay, we can comment out selected message. And we'll fix everything else. Okay. First, let's update our view. So the mail list view, we have everywhere there's selected message here, we need to change to just message. So let's replace that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Okay, so we updated our bindings. I need to fix that because I'm pretty sure that was like, let me just look. Mail message. Yeah, that was all capitalized. That was that binding error we had, so I just went and fixed that. Okay, so I fixed that. We have to keep messages. We got to keep new message. Whoops, we have to keep new messages. That's good. This is okay. We need to change that to message. Change this to message. I'm concerned about this. We'll have to refactor that out some more. This is okay. Message there. Okay. So far so good. Okay, let's look at our base class. We're done with that tab. We're done with message mode. This is our base class and our delete. Okay, so let's fix delete. We actually need to override our execute delete message. We're going to call the base, but then we're going to take that code and remove it. Okay, that we can do. Okay, that makes sense. Let's test that. Let's see if I broke that. Aha! Okay, here we go. Mail service is no... Oh! That's why. Mail service. Whoop. Hey, what are you doing? Visual Studio. What are you doing, Visual Studio? There we go. Actually, let me protect myself. I need to get rid of all of this. Those two. And fix the errors. Okay, right here. Oh, okay. Where is our... I need to turn this... Perfect. And then we'll fix this. Okay. Let's go back to our list view model. We're going to show that on the new message. And we have this to fix there. Okay, I think we fixed that refactoring. So theoretically, this should delete now. Okay, perfect. And we should be able to open this up, delete, and it's removed. Okay, now that didn't work. However, both of those... Okay, what did I break? Something broke. Okay, let's debug. Let's figure it out. That's going to happen here. In the result where we actually remove, right? So let's go delete. Aha! Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. How would you go about implementing undo redo? Well, That's good. Well, so Infragistics has an undo redo framework that we could just plug in, and it will keep track of all the actions that we take, and will revert them automatically, which is pretty cool. Maybe we'll implement that. However, oh, that's exactly what's going on. So we have this execute delete message here. And so we call request close. Okay, so let's put this here. And this is calling our base class delete, which is here. All right, so let's just kind of step through this. AGR, hello, my friend. How are you today? So I'm not sure what we changed. So let's go ahead and hit click. Okay, so we're going to execute our base, which is we're going to delete, which is as expected. Okay, yep. We have an ID. Perfect. We have a result. Okay, that's good. Okay, now... Interesting. AGR, you need to wake me up. Just got off a sleeper webinar. Oh my god, that sucks. That sucks, sleeper webinars. That is very interesting. Did you notice that we... Okay. We have the message email base. Our delete worked. We removed it. This is functional. Yo, wait a minute. Wait, I know what's going on. Oh my gosh. This is what's going on. I forgot I already copied and pasted that into... Okay, we're good. I got it. So what we need to do is we need to provide a way to hook the delete or any type of operation as a callback on this right here. So maybe we have another method in here. Something like protected virtual void. Whoops. There we go. Void handle callback. Handle message callback. Okay, something like this, right? And then we just call handle message callback in here. Providing the iDialog result. Result. Come on. Yeah, I need new batteries. Okay. Now we could do that. Okay, I'm liking this. And then here, let's override that handle message callback. Just like that. Then we could take this, because this was not being executed anyways. Oh yeah, there we go. Refactoring at its finest. Okay, so now double click, delete. Now we are good to go. That should now be, and it removed. Perfect. Oh wait, I know that works. So now we'll hit delete here, and they're all three in the deleted. Now what happens if I double click and delete here? Deleted. Perfect. Okay. Delete. It's functional. So let's go ahead and clean up. We don't need any of this. Don't need any of this. We still need that. I will delete that. Cool. Oh, what's that? Mounced? Mounced. All right. For Khan, will we touch dynamically loading modules at runtime from some specific directory in the series? No, but I do have a blog post on that. In case you're wondering. Let me just show you real quick. So, are you wanting to basically have a directory, your app is running, and then you like drag and drop an assembly into that folder, and then your app just magically pops up and shows it while it's running? Is that what you're talking about? Because I have a blog post about that. I'll post this. I'll paste this into the chat for you. Essentially, you just write a custom module catalog, which essentially puts a file watcher on that directory, and then you load it. So you can run this app, and I think, is this on GitHub? Or is this a zip? I need to move this to GitHub, but it's a zip file right now. But go check out that blog post. It shows you how to do it. It's really easy. It's kind of old, but the code should still work. Yeah, in this case, you're running the app. You copy this assembly into your folder, and poof, it just shows up while you're running. See, you found me. Pretty cool. Okay, so next, we have all that. That looks good. I think we can move on. Let's go ahead and run this, and we have to check our reply all, and forward. Because now we're reusing all that logic. So let's go reply. Oh, wait, not from here. That worked. But I'm going to open this up. Reply. Okay. Right there. There's the issue. You see this? So let's start first by making sure the command name is the same. And what I mean by that is here's our base model, base view model, I should say, and it's called the message command. So open this up, and we'll start with, oh, that's read only, wrong one, sorry. Oh, the tab, I need the tab. Ah, yes, that was the issue. We called it message command. And just so I make sure I get the right names, and we put a command parameter on these commands so I know what they are. Whoops. So we have reply all, reply all, and I think this is forward. I think that's the same. Yeah, okay. Message command. Make sure that's all named the same. Let's test that again. All right, so we should be able to hit this and reply. And yeah, I'll just blah, 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 blah. Okay, send. There's our reply. Perfect. AGR, how are things coming along with the sub alerts, emotes, etc.? Well, they're coming along okay. I haven't had a ton of time to invest in it because I've been traveling lately. But I did get the sub alert to show, so now I know. And so I'm still learning how Twitch works and all this stuff. So it's a slow process, but I'm learning. Every stream I learn something new. Okay, so now I should be able to hit reply from here and reuse all that logic we had. And let's make this like big and centered, right? Maybe we can underline that, and we can italicize that and send. Okay, so that closed. This is still open. So I'm done with this. I can delete that. Oh, didn't mean to do that. So now we should have a sent item. Oh, that's beautiful. And that's deleted. We did it, people. We did it. We remove duplicate code. I love it. Okay. So and if I hit the delete key, that should delete, and that's in the deleted items. This is awesome. This is awesome. Okay. And let's just make sure forward. It should all work, but I just want to make sure. Steve at Bolimer.com. Now, you know, we might want to put in some like dialogues to say, are you sure you want to delete? Are you sure you want to do this? Yep, Steve at Bolimer.com. Sweet. Okay. What else is there? You know, another thing we could do, actually. So we have that all working. This looks good. We were good on this. Yep, dialog opened. Betamus. We haven't handled any titles yet, like updating the title, right? We can update the title of the app. So the title bar. So if I run this, I'm not quite sure. I'll have to open up my Outlook and see how, like Prism application. Does it update when you like select? I don't know if that updates with the selected title or not. Or if you open this up, if the title's up, maybe we could do that. Another thing we could do, AGR. I say no, enough of this hand coding nonsense. If you click delete, it's gone. That was a mistake. Too bad, so sad. You know what? I agree. I agree. You hit that delete key, it's intentional. All right. There's one other area that we could actually refactor. And let's think about this. We're not in the tab. We're done with the view model. It's actually in the views itself. So if we look at our mail list area. Oh, Visual Studio, you're killing me. This preview area right here. This preview area, I think it's the exact same. I think we literally copied and pasted this here. So we can actually turn that. Hold on. Yeah, I copied and pasted that word for word. We can actually turn this into a custom control or a user control. Probably a user control. And then reuse that too. So we're not duplicating that logic. And then if we make a change to the layout, it's updated on the other side too. So maybe we should do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, so let's go into our views. Should it be in a view? Or should it be in like controls? Let's add a... Let's go controls. And then we will... What do we call this? Okay, we have a... maybe just a message control. Message display control. Maybe message display control. Because it's displaying. Right? We're not editing it. It's just read-only. So let's do a new user control. Message display control. That'll work. Okay. Now let's delete this. I'm going to... All right, Carl. I will talk to you this evening. We will meet about Blazor. I think that's what... No, we're not meeting about Blazor. We're meeting about changing some reflection code on the configurators because of mono.cecil. All right, brother. I'll call you later after the gym. Okay, so let's actually take this entire thing. Oh, wait. Look at this. I got a resource too. Yes, reflection. All right, Carl. I'll talk to you later. So I'm going to need... What am I going to need? I'm going to need IG prim, and converters. Oh, I hate these. Boom. Okay. We're going to need that converter. Okay. And we're going to need all of this. As is. That's all I did before. It was a copy and paste. Okay. Let's look. I'm a rich text editor. User control is fine. Okay, this is good. All right. Let me just build. Copy and paste always gets me in trouble, but let me build. Okay, succeeded. We're good. So now what I'm going to do, I have to test this. Oh, actually, you know what we need to do? Do you see this message? We need to expose a property that we set. Right, so for example, let's do this. I'm gonna comment all this out. This is the read-only view. Okay. Comment that out. We need to add. Oh my gosh. Change my batteries. Controls. This is going to be Prism Outlook mail controls. Boom. Right there. Okay, so we got this. What's this say? What? Oh, I know what that means. Let me do a build. It worked. I don't know, man. Visual Studio has just been kind of unstable. And this is a clean machine. I just installed this. Like, this is legit clean hard drive, brand new computer. And I'm getting these weird errors. First off, I'm just going to run it. Nothing's going to display. But I want to just make sure the control works. Wait a minute. How did that work? Oh, wait a minute. I know how it worked. It did work. I know how it worked. I don't have to expose a property because it inherits its parent's data context. I swear. Sometimes you would think I don't know what the hell I'm doing. AGR, hate to say this, it feels like VS is getting unstable. I haven't had many problems in the past, but lately, especially live unit testing. Yes, especially unit testing. Okay, so that worked. So we have now totally simplified that. And then let's come in here. No, wrong spot. Ooh, that was almost a mistake. We want to come to mail list. Not here, but here. We're going to, I'm just going to go straight up delete. That's how much confidence I have in the work we just did. XML and S. Whoops, and F. XML and S. Controls. Whoop. Oh my gosh. Prism Outlook. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Right here. Oh, wait. I can't do that just yet. Hold on. Because I need to know what column and stuff. I think there's only one, though. Let me just look. I gotta look. Column 1. Got it. Okay. Column 1. Remember column 1. And we'll put this back. Oh my gosh, yeah. Grid.column. That is really, when your keyboard doesn't work, man, that is annoying. Let's do a build. And we're succeeded. Let's run it. And it should just work. And it does. Oh, that was an easy refactor. Look at that. You know, something we should probably do is I notice if I like click off how it goes, no, we should probably like hide it. If there's not a selected record, like some type of bool to visibility converter, right? That might be nice to have. Just in case you like click off. That way it's just not blank. We could do that. That should be easy. And this is really annoying. It works just fine, but it's yelling at me. And this works just fine. No underlines here. Ugh, how frustrating. Come on, Visual Studio, get your act together. Yeah, we could add some animations. Ratchet 08. Ooh, animations. Things get really pretty then. Okay, so let's think about this. Null to visibility. Oh wait, is there a null to visibility built in? I know there's a bool to visibility. Keyboard. There we go. There's a bool to visibility. But I'm curious if there's a built-in null to visibility. Oh, that's in primitives. Null to false converter. So this IG prim from Infragistics, we already have one built in, so I can use that one. Oh, come on. Yeah, I think it's my battery. It is not. I think it's getting worse. It's not even one to. Oh, there we go. I have to lift it up. That's what it is. That's the trick. Lift it up. X. Key. And then here. Visibility. Binding. We call this message. Static. Oh wait. Converter. Yep. Come on, Brian. You remember how to do this. No. No. Come on. My keyboard. Okay. I think that's right. It's not liking it. But I can't trust Visual Studio. I cannot trust Visual Studio at all. Yeah, see, it worked. Gotta hold your tongue right. That's right. Let's just run this. I could be getting a false underline. I'm not sure. So let's click off. It worked! There we go. See that? Woo! Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Bam. 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 Delete. Double click. Reply all. Send. Delete. Oh, whoops. So that, oh my gosh, this is awesome. We have Outlook, people. We have Outlook. Okay. So we did some nice refactoring. Got that. Got some. Oh, we could do contacts. That's easy though. That's just a list of people. Oh, but then if we did contacts, we could populate the contact card based on the person who sent the email. Ooh, that would get oh, data error. Here we go. Oh, I gotta fix that. Yes, thank you, Ratchet08. I didn't see those binding errors. Let's go to our control. Right here. That's actually capital. That's a CC. And hey, wait a minute. That should. Let's just do this. We need that converter on there too. Good catch. Good catch, Retro8. I didn't see that. And notice we also needed to add that converter. But because we put it in a custom control that's reusable, we just fixed that in 2 places instead of just 1. I love it. Okay, let's check this out. Let's clear that. And we'll click around. Double click. Delete. Double click. Reply. Okay, right here. Right here. We got one. Mail message. CC. Message view model. Okay, that was on a reply. That was on the reply, so that... I have a typo on my message view. AGR, I hope no one here has to be reminded of the value of reuse. I have to be reminded of the value of reuse. You kidding me? Sometimes I'm just so lazy. It's like, just get it done. Knock it out. Quick and dirty. Where is my CC? Subject. Right there. Fixed. So this is our edit form here. Not bad. Not too shabby. All right. I think that's the last binding error that we had. Let's just go through it one more time. Let's clear out. Okay, so we're looking for binding errors. I'm gonna click around, click. Delete, open, reply, send, reply all, send, forward, me@me.com, send, delete. Okay, that's deleted. We got 2 of those deleted. And we have all these sent. Okay. That looks pretty good. I don't see any more binding errors. So I think we fixed all of that. That's it. I think we're good. I mean, we could start working on contacts. Dragon Hyper King, thanks for the cheer. Times 6. Times 6. 6 cheers. Now, is a cheer like a hip hip hooray? Dragon Hyper King, thank you for the follow. I need to fix that music. It's just loud, that's all. It's just, I don't know, is it loud to you? It's loud to me in my ears. It's blasting. So maybe we can start doing some contacts, but the problem with this is we're not solving any new problems with contacts. Contacts is probably easier than anything because we just populate some fake data with a contact service. We'll list out our people, and yeah, we'll have some folders for where we put them. Create a contact, delete a contact, edit a contact. Actually, we won't be solving any new problems. I mean, we solved a lot of problems just dealing with mail. I mean, heck, even the formatting was fun. that everyone can go download. All right. You know what? I think that is actually a great stopping point. That's a wonderful stopping. We have a lot of functionality in this simple app. And it wasn't hard to write. I mean, really, if you look at what we did, most of the time I'm just talking. But we have nice separation of concerns. Chopra, run it. I'm running it. Start. Ratchet, no! I just tuned in like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, so this is our Prism Outlook application. I'll do a quick overview because we have a few people that have just run, or just joined, excuse me, just joined. So I'm just gonna run through it real quick. So essentially this is a WPF application that replicates what you would see in Outlook. And so we have the ribbons at the top with all the buttons that you would invoke commands on the view at hand. So in this case, we have a list of emails, and I can select these emails and look in here and see what we're looking at and select and copy and all that, or I can delete emails, reply to emails. This is a reply. Send that bad boy. It's in the sent item now. Here's our deleted folder, like we can delete. All this great stuff, now it's in the deleted area. So all the functionality, oh, and pay attention to like, so when I go to contacts, we even have the ribbon tabs changing depending on the context of where we're at. So we can change out these ribbon tabs based on where we are. And I want to point out, when I launch this dialog, this bottom portion is a separate control from this tab. So we are dynamically assigning these tabs to these views at runtime. And so let me run you through that a little bit. All right, okay, so for those of you who just joined and don't quite know what Prism is a framework, an architectural framework for building loosely coupled modular applications, meaning I can build an application that's made up of many pieces that stand alone. So I could separate my application into like major functional areas that have no relationship or reference to other parts of the app. However, I can still interact with other assemblies and navigate to views in other assemblies without knowing they even exist. And that's amazing. And Dragon Hyper King is asking, how long did it take to code? Well, we've been playing with this for what? Twice a week, minus a couple weeks because I was traveling. I think we've done 10 videos. This might be the 11th. No, yeah, this might be the 11th stream. So if we average, well, I talk a lot. I probably only do like a pure hour of coding each one. The other hour is just me talking. And we spent like 3 streams just playing with dialogue services. So it really, maybe 8 hours total. Okay, ribbon and dialogue is slightly different. I see spacing issue there. What? What's spacing issue? What's spacing issue? I don't see a spacing issue. Oh, I do see this. I see a curve. Okay, I know how to fix that. I know how to fix that. I know what that is. Anyways, so we have our main executable. Now the main executable is just a empty, dumb exe. It's just, there's nothing in it except our main shell, okay? And so it's a ribbon window, and we have a ribbon control, and we have an outlook bar and a content control. So these are our placeholders for all these menus and these ribbons and the mail views that we're injecting into at runtime, right? So you see this, it says this is a region, the ribbon region, the outlook group region, the content region. So I'm able to dynamically inject anything I want to into here, anything. And that's exactly what we're doing. So now we've divided our application out into 3 modules: mail, contacts, calendar. So if we go into our app.xaml.cs, we can see where we are registering. Where's our register types? Configure module catalog. This is where we're adding our modules. So for example, if I were to comment out contacts, I'm just going to comment that out and I'll run it again. You're going to notice that the contacts menu item is no longer there. It's just mail. You see that? I remove that whole bit of functionality without impacting the rest of the application. And that's the beauty of writing modular applications. Okay, so we have a very simple exe, but all the fun, all the logic, all the features are in our actual module assemblies. Mail, contacts, calendar. Frankus, dependency injection. Yes. This depends on dependency injection. It requires it. You can't do it without it. Dragon Hyper King. I know more about computers than the people at our school that are supposed to know about our computers. So today, since my computer keeps crashing and it's actually weird, I'm going to just take apart the whole computer and put it back together. Oh, yeah, you can, I guess. I mean, might as well, right? Frankus, are you using Microsoft Service to inject or something like AutoFact? Okay, so I'm not using Microsoft Service. Actually, so for those, if you're wondering what he's talking about, Microsoft has its own dependency injection container through iService Provider, but it's very simple. I use either Unity or Dry IOC, and I'm pretty sure this specific sample is using Unity. Yes, Alexi, Unity. We are using Unity in this example here. However, it doesn't matter. Prism doesn't care. It does matter with iService Provider. Prism does not support iService Provider because iService Provider has a number of limitations that Prism requires, so it can't use it. Like one, iService Provider is a what is it? Immutable. It can't change at runtime, right? Basically, once you register something, you can't re-register. Once the containers is created, you can't modify it, and that is a big no-no in a Prism app because a module may come from a directory. You may download a module from a website. You may ship a module with the project. You don't know where your modules are coming from. So it's very important. Mr. Groves, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the cheers. The bits. I love the bits. But yeah, so you don't know where your modules are coming from. So it's important that your container can adapt or register new objects as they're discovered via reflection or something dynamic like that. So that's a hard requirement for Prism to don't spend them all in one place. Hey, I like to save them all up, and people think I'm saving them, and then I blow them all in one place. That's what I do, man. But yeah, so it's important that you're able to make registrations with your container after the fact, and the iService Provider does not allow you to do that. Another thing iService Provider does not do is it doesn't allow you to register named instances, right? So for example, let's go to our mail module. And you see this register for navigation mail list? I'm saying that I'm going to navigate to this with the name mail list. However, I can change that to say my cool name. Whoop. My keyboard's not working. Okay, my cool name. And so anytime I navigate, I would have to pass my cool name. This is because Unity allows me to assign or register an object with a key. Well, iService Provider does not allow you to do that, so you cannot use iService Provider to do that, right? Just another limitation. AGR, he has to make $100 in bits and subscriptions before he'll get anything anyways. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's kind of like saying, like on my YouTube channel, people, oh, you got YouTube money. Yeah, I got like 17 cents a month in ads. I got that YouTube money, baby. Dragon Hyper King. I think what I took to get my my power button fixed, I think they made it worse by unplugging something, and also when the battery is on 100%. That's 101 days and 4 hours of battery life. That's an amazing battery. So Alexi's saying, which is a simple way to get the Unity container and view model? Don't do that. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about practices. just real quick, I know I got sidetracked talking about the app itself, but let's go into a view model because this comes up a lot. A lot of people would like to do something like iUnity container, right? And get the actual container in your view model. Don't pass your container around. This is such a bad practice. It's ridiculous. Do not do that. So, in dependency injection, you should only have one composition root where your container is kind of set up and it's the root of all things. It's the truth of everything. That's your composition root. From there, everything else is created. Do not pass your container around. And actually, Prism tries to prevent you from doing this because if you look at this project, this module, it only has prism.wpf. There is no container assembly even referenced in this project. However, I'm still able to register and resolve things through my constructors and through the modules that I don't need access to the container because everything's created for me automatically. Okay. AGR, Google does the same thing too, don't they? Oh, you have to hit $1 threshold before they cut you a check. Oh, I've never looked into it because I'm not even close to that, so I have no idea. If one day I ever get there, AGR, I will let you know. For Khan, how can we extend the same Unity container to use resolve all like functionality, which is not available in iContainer Provider? So, I'm going to show you a dirty, nasty trick. And actually, I don't even know if I put it. It's in Xamarin Forms. I don't know if I put it in WPF. Let me show you. I think it's here. Let me look. Get. I don't even think I add. Oh, I did add it. Dang it. So if you must absolutely get the container itself from the iContainer registry or provider, there's an extension method in the prism.name of your container namespace called get container. And this will get you the actual container. Var container equals. And so now this container, this is the iUnity container. Okay, this is the legit container. So if you need to do some type of custom resolution or custom registration, just call it container registry or container provider .get container, and you will get what you're asking for. Dragon Hyper King, did you go to college? I did, but it was for game development. I was gonna, not even game development, modeling. I was gonna do movies. I was gonna do 3D animation movies. So I have a degree in 3D animation application development. And then after that, I did go to a technical school for software engineering. So yes, I did. But a lot of what I know is self-taught, or I had great mentors. I had two great mentors in my life, David Starr and Scott Nichols. Some of the smartest, brightest, friendliest, nicest people you'll ever meet. They took me under the wing a long time, like, what was it, 15 years ago? And they are a huge reason for what I know and for me even being involved in the community. If it wasn't for them, I would not be a community guy. They actually pointed me in this direction. So those are my heroes, the people I look up to, and they're good personal friends of mine today. Still, everyone needs a mentor. So Alexi, I should register in the module or app.cs. So it depends on what you're registering. So if we look at the app.cs, in the app.cs, we're only registering things that are used application-wide through the entire app. If you go to your mail module here, you'll see that we're only registering things that are relating to mail functionality, right? So it depends on the scope of the service or the object that you're trying to register. Only register it where it's needed. For example, don't be trying to add all your services to app.xaml.cs if it doesn't need to be made available everywhere in your application. Okay? Because one of the features of Prism is lazy loading modules. I don't have to load this module when my application starts, for example. I could say, hey, if you're not an admin, I'm not going to load this module. And so none of these services or anything would ever be registered. None of this code would be loaded because you're not an admin. But if you're an admin, then this module will be loaded and all this functionality would light up. Right? So that's why you don't want to register something unless it's going to be used. Okay? Did I miss any questions? What type of injection do you usually use, Frankus? Singleton, transient? It depends on the scenario. It depends on the object. Most of the time, services are a singleton. Okay? For the most part. You want that service, you want that state available anywhere in your app that you're going to be using that service. Things like views are going to be transient. Now, what's cool about Prism is that although it registers your view as a transient meaning every time I resolve this, I'm getting a new instance. Singleton means every time I resolve this, I'm getting the same instance no matter where in the application I'm calling it. But Prism, for view-based, so when you say register for navigation, it actually manages the life cycle of this view. By default, it lives forever. But for example, I can come into my view and I can say iRegionMember, iRegionMember lifetime? I never use this, so I think that's what it is. Yeah, that's it. Keep alive. I can tell Prism to kill it when it's removed from the region or reuse it. Keep it alive. Right? Oh, I don't need to do a return here. Right? So iRegionMember lifetime is an interface that allows you to control that. And that's like an advanced topic. All right. Should I register? Oh, got that one. AGR. I made exceptions where there were multiple registrations for type that were dynamic. Okay. Resolver in that case. Oh, Frankus, why didn't you stick with the 3D? Well, so I graduated. I actually finished my degree in 3D application development. But during that process of going through that program, I was using 3D Studio Max, and this was before they had like a really powerful particle system in their IDE. And I was trying to do something. I think it was rain, or I forgot. But I had to write my own like extension, my own little plugin to 3D Studio Max. And so that introduced me into coding. I'm like, man, this is really freaking cool, right? And then I got hooked. I'm like, this is awesome. This is much more fun than modeling 3D characters and environments and lighting and cameras and keyframes and all this other stuff. So yeah, I changed direction. I said, nope, I'm gonna do this instead. And I did that. So yeah. Lexi, the army made Brown strong and smart. Oh, Brian. Actually, the army broke my body down is what they did. I have hardly any cartilage left in my knees. It's ridiculous. They broke me. Frankus, duck modeling. Let's go code. That's the spirit. Yeah, Alexi, there was talk about college 5 minutes ago. All right. So to wrap up, I wanted to mention one more thing for everyone that was new to the stream, didn't see all the previous streams we did. First off, let me mention that I do back up my streams. So if you're new to my channel, if you're new to my stream, go to youtube.com/Brian Lagunas. Oh God, you're gonna hear me. It's autoplays. Hey everyone. Oh, boom. Okay. And here's all my archives. So just scroll down here and you can see where we started building Outlook, setting up the project, navigation, changing the ribbon tabs, creating a service, dialogues, wrapping up the dialogue. We did a lot on dialogues. Wait, how do I have 2 of these? This is weird. That might be a bug. Yeah, sending and deleting. So you can see where we've been working with rich text. So feel free to go check out any of my last streams. So you can kind of see how I did something, or just download the code and check it out. But one of the cool things we did that I'm really excited about is the way we handle the ribbon tabs. Like, look at this. To assign a ribbon tab to a view, we just use an attribute. That's awesome, right? Like, so this mail list, home tab. Whoops. I'm gonna put like all those home tabs on there. AGR, the most recent ones are also on Twitch. Yes. Twitch only keeps them for like, is it 15 days? They don't keep them very long. So I have to back them up. Look at all these ribbon tabs I have now. I mean, it's the same one, but you get the idea. And I can navigate away. Whoops. They switch out. I can come back. There they all are, right? So that's one of the really cool things we did during the stream, was create this infrastructure, which made it really easy to write this application. I mean, really easy. Cool. All right. I think we're done for code today. I think it's almost lunchtime, right? Let's see. The most very limited for affiliates. Yes, AGR. Very limited for affiliates. I think it's 15 days, honestly. Actually, let's do this. Come on. You know, I'm curious. I'm gonna go look at my videos to see what's there. I'm gonna go look at my videos to see. Yeah, 10 days ago. Oh wow, there's only 2 within this one. It's got some clips. Yeah, so they've already dropped off because I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So twice a week, and yeah, I've only have 2 videos up. So yeah, they drop off pretty quickly, which is a little unfortunate. All right, Alexi. Oh, you're heading out. All right. Thanks for joining, Alexi. Thanks for all the help. I had to figure out what we're doing on Thursday. You know, one thing I've been wanting to do is I've been wanting to learn React. So you may have to watch me struggle through that. Watch a hardcore desktop guy learn React. Well, that would be interesting to say the least, right? Man. All right, let me start closing. Yeah. Oh, you can't even see my screen anymore. I forgot I switched. Oh, Ratcha. Yeah. Let's struggle together. Blazor. For Con, you missed our Blazor. We did Blazor not last week, but the week before. I wrote a Blazor nap. And we did Blazor. We learned some Blazor in the very beginning when it was still like preview. Well, technically client side is still preview. Server side of Blazor has been released. But yeah, I have a whole series on learning Blazor. Let me pull that back up, actually. I think it's archived. It should be archived. Here. Let's look. Yeah, Blazor. Let's learn Blazor. Getting started, dependency injection, data validation, MVVM, navigation. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. Oh, you can't see this. Sorry, I do that all the time. Managing state fail. Yeah, we tried to manage state. You guys remember that? And totally just bombed. It didn't work. I'm sure it works now because it was still in preview at this time. I'm sure they fixed their problems, right? I'm sure they fixed their problem, but I'm sure it works now. Yeah, so we have there's some Blazor stuff we did already. And we did some Prism, building Outlook. Oh, we built another sample app. I don't know why it's in there twice. I need to look into that. And that's in there twice too. That is very strange. Why is that in there twice? Interesting. You get the okay. How would you compare Blazor with Angular? Well, it's similar, but it's not as rich yet. So Angular is a super battle-tested, proven technology. It's a proven framework. Some of the biggest companies out there use it to write production consumer and internal applications. Blazor has a long ways to go. It's a V1. I completely understand that. I totally get it. It is a V1. There are some concerns with performance. I've learned a ton about our performance, about Blazor performance in general, from the engineers at Infragistics who are writing our Blazor components that I just gave everybody, by the way. I don't know if you saw that. But yeah, it's got a long ways to go. Personally, I'm not writing any production apps in it. I wouldn't at this point. But it's something to keep your eye on for sure. And keep in mind that the client-side Blazor is still preview. It's not RTM'd yet. Server-side is RTM because it's ASP.NET, .NET Core 3. Return to dust, WebAssembly for the world or for the win. Yeah, WebAssembly is it's an interesting technology. I'm worried about it. I just don't want another Silverlight debacle where we thought we had this great thing and it was awesome. I was highly productive. Heck, you could write Prism apps, share all the code across. That was awesome. And then they killed that. So what's after WebAssembly? I don't know. I don't know what's after WebAssembly. But I don't think they're going to RTM client side until .NET 5 is running in WebAssembly. Because right now they're using Mono. The entire Mono framework is in WebAssembly. That's a huge download. Like a couple hundred megabytes if I remember correctly. So yeah. They'll have to work on that as well. My guess is whenever .NET 5 comes out, that's probably when they'll start looking at RTMing Blazor. That's just my guess, right? I don't know for sure. I don't have any insight. Feel Snabble? WebAssembly is going to fail. Too bad there wasn't like a little devil emote. It's going to fail. It's got the Microsoft curse. Windows Phone died. Silverlight died. UWP, not great. I don't know. It's web technology though. But if I was writing something right now today, it's Angular. I'm writing it in Angular, hands down. And what's cool, I'm gonna show you something else. There's this website. It's called madeforangular.com. I think that's what it is. No, it's not made for... Okay. Is it made with Angular? Maybe it's made with Angular. Ah, made with Angular. There we go. Basically, this is a website that shows you all the public-facing apps built with Angular. And what companies like Samsung, Deutsche Bank, GitHub, of course Google, Delta, Microsoft Office, VMware, right? Forbes, BMW, Australian Department of Home Affairs, like University of Utah Health. Like these are legit, like public-facing, United websites built with Angular, battle-tested and proven in the field. If you're writing production applications, you care about that. Do not be trying to convince your boss that, yeah, we need to do Blazor. It's not even ready yet. Heck, they don't even have, like, what was it? Like an autocomplete. Like, they have nothing. They have nothing. And just me playing with it, I learned a ton about how frustrating it is. For example, I'm just going to show you something real quick. Real quick. That was really frustrating for me. So when I wrote this Blazor app, let's go with, I think, category chart. I have a drop down. Yeah, so you see this select? This is the drop down. Well, I thought I could use Blazor's select. Is it select input? No, not select input. No, combo input. What is it? Combo input? Input select. That's it. See, I thought I could use the combo, the Blazor input select, and I could just do data binding and all. No. You can't, because it has to be in a stupid form and it has to have a model associated with it. It can't just be a standalone control that you just bind data to. Nope, for that, you have to use a normal select. Right? It's just little things like that that are really annoying, like super annoying. It took me hours to figure out, like, why won't that work? And then finally I discovered, oh, you can't use it standalone. It has to be part of a form. Things like that. But it is cool, don't get me wrong. Blazor's pretty cool. It's gonna be, I think you'll be pretty productive with it. If I remember correctly, it's based off Bootstrap as well. So when you start thinking about styling and things like that, I think it's all Bootstrap based. So, WebAssembly, okay. I motivated a bit in the comment before. Yeah, since I like Silverlight and I like WebAssembly, I'm going really good at picking losing tech. Yeah. Yeah, WebAssembly, it's a little more agnostic, right? It's a platform that's supported by all the modern major modern browsers. So it's a standard outside of Microsoft. So it should work. It should not fail because Microsoft doesn't own WebAssembly. It's a spec out there, right? So that's true. It's not production ready, but reusing.NET Standard is excellent, especially for models. Yes, reusing .NET is awesome. And I don't know if you saw the stream I did where we actually got the Prism event aggregator working in Blazor, and I didn't have to change any code whatsoever. It was awesome. I was really excited about that. But yeah, so I will have to think about if we're done actually writing the IG Outlook and then move on to something else. I don't know. I guess I'll see how I feel on Thursday. Maybe we'll start learning some React together. I don't know. Felt Blazor was too limited for my needs of dynamic content. Yeah, Blazor, and there's a lot of things that have to be solved in Blazor. So for example, when you're server side, you're using SignalR to send your data back and forth between the client and the server. And so when you think about when your server is rendering your UI, and SignalR is sending that to the client for display, it could be a performance issue if you have some type of low latency or high latency. If you have a slow network, that could really be a pain in the butt. Client side is pretty cool because it will work offline. So that almost kind of reminds me of the Silverlight days. So I don't know. I'm gonna reserve my opinions until it's a little further along. It's fun to play with, that's for sure. And I just want to remind everyone that since we're talking Blazor, NuGet, infra6 dot Blazor. We put our NuGet, our Blazor controls on NuGet for you to play with right now. So if you're using Blazor, just go for it. I gotta add map on here because map is on here. And tree map is on here too. But we got samples and some instructions. So yeah, have at it. Go create some Blazor applications. Client is interpreted though, which maybe fall off the wagon. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll have to see. Like I said, it's new tech. Let's wait and see what happens. I think it's promising. I definitely think it's promising. It's really easy to use. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. I think it has potential though. I think it has potential. All right, everyone. It's my lunchtime. I want to thank you very much for joining me today. Thank you for helping me work on this IG Outlook application and for all the good conversation. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you spending time with me today. But now it's time for me to eat lunch with my wife. So as much as I love you guys, I love my wife even more. All right, everyone. Have a good one. And I'll see you next time.